Good evening, I'm Harry Keeling, and on behalf of Alaska Public Media and the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation, welcome to Hangar Flying. Tonight we're going to welcome back Jim Robinson. Jim is a very experienced pilot with over 20,000 hours, flying everything from C-130s to 737s to his Cessna 182. Last time, Jim was showing us some of the technology available to a GA pilot, and we were looking at what's a program known as ForeFlight, and tonight we're going to look a little bit more detail into some other capabilities. Jim, welcome back.
Thanks, Harry. What I have displayed here is a taxi diagram for Anchorage International, and what this is actually a moving map. So this will put a dot where your location is. So it'll show you rolling out on a runway or taxiing around. So let's say you had to go to Anchorage International for maintenance or to clear customs or something like that. This is a very nice thing to have in your airplane, showing you moving around that airport and giving you a detailed description of your taxi route.
Now you could also put an instrument approach plate up there and it would do the same thing?
Yes, you can put an instrument approach plate and it will track exactly where you are on that approach plate. It'll show you, you're crossing the final approach fix, it's coming to the missed approach point, and it'll even show you flying out on the missed approach.
And you can change the magnification just like any of the map pages?
Yeah, you can make it a lot more detailed. Wow. If you start getting into this area here where you want to take a look at that. And the interesting thing is that this, if you set it up right in your computer, it's all about the setup, you can take taxi for takeoff, and when you take off above 40 knots, the taxi diagram goes away and goes to your next chart.
Really?
Like a sectional or a low altitude chart.
Okay, let's look at one other fantastic piece of gear, and that is the AHRS.
Okay, this is where the magic comes in. Let me try to get out of this here. So we're going to close out of this, and we're going to get to the AHRS, which I got to get out of this. Yeah. Excuse me. I have to look at this.
It's kind of hard to do it backwards.
Yeah, I'm doing it backwards. So we're back to that theoretical flight. So what I want to do is put up I'm touching a little icon here. Okay. That is, shows the AHRS. Okay, now we're up and running. Now this is the AHRS system. So what this does is it takes a GPS signal from the Stratus, from the satellite, goes into the Stratus, and
Hold that up so our audience can see it. Okay.
Here's the Stratus.
And that sits on your dashboard.
This is mounted on the dashboard. Again, it doesn't have to be perfectly level. And this takes the GPS signal, does its magic in here, and through Wi-Fi puts it into your computer. Now, what this shows is your attitude, and we're not moving right now, so it's kind of dithering, but it shows 1 knot there. And it needs to move just like any GPS to get good data. So it doesn't have a heading. That's a magnetic track, and then it's fairly accurate in altitude right here and vertical speed. If you really want to have a big picture, you can expand it out like this.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember what you're looking at here is an iPad mini. It's just blown up so it can fill your TV screen.
And what ForeFlight has done is there's 2 things that are going on here. You've got the AHRS system, Attitude Heading Reference System, GPS derived. And I should say this is a reference. The operative word is reference. This is not legal for IFR, but this is an outstanding backup system. And then what ForeFlight has done is put synthetic vision. You see a little bit of terrain over here starting to pop up. You have some obstacles. Now we're at sea level, so any building is going to be an obstacle. Then you've got, that shows an airport, and it shows some mountains here, so it shows terrain. And there's the other airport. What is that? Z40. I can't remember what that is. So this is really interesting. So this is what you might see if Harry was flying like this, rock solid, good on, just holding altitude and airspeed. Now this is what happens when I fly. Again, this is on the attitude of the airplane. See, this is me trying to hold altitude and airspeed. So you see how this system works just by moving the airplane. That's your AHRS system.
Now, Jim, we've got about a minute left. I think you've given us a great demonstration of this technology. It's ForeFlight. There's other software out there, but on an iPad mini, or you can use an iPad, and this Stratus system, which provides you the synthetic vision and the AHRS. I want to ask you one safety-related question. This can also be a two-edged sword, can it not? If you keep your head in the cockpit too long, you get kind of enamored with the technology.
Absolutely. This is a really powerful tool, and just like any tool, it's got to be used appropriately. You know, being a powerful tool, it can hurt you if you're not using it appropriately. You know, you always have to fly the airplane. You can't get distracted with all the information in this box.
And the other piece is, it's just like a GPS. You have to know what you've got and what the different switches and how they work. Otherwise, it's going to get you in trouble as well.
Absolutely.
Jim, thanks for being on the program. This was fascinating.
Thanks, Harry.
Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's program and just an inkling of what's out there as far as technology for your GA cockpit. Pretty amazing stuff. But again, if you install it, make sure you know how it works and keep your head out looking around for other traffic. Till next time, fly safe.